Hey there, welcome to the video and welcome to our weekly exploration on how to possibly become financially free. Now remember, it's not how much your trading system produces. It's not how much your stocks go up. It's not how much your Bitcoin is up. That doesn't truly matter. I mean, yes, it's great to have a big account, but the real question is how much does it pay you? If you have a $500,000 account, I want to see that YouTube video tell me how much you can pull out safely. Because if you don't, then 500, 400, 2 million, it's all kind of just vague and not helpful. So in these videos, we're going to talk about actually pulling money out from actual products and investments and see if we can maybe find a way to become financially free, at least see if the numbers tell us, right? This is not financial advice. Now, as we've said before, it's not how much you make, it's how much you pay. And if you know the image on the screen, then of course we've just become best friends. All right. It's not how much you make, it's how much you can pull out. And trying to get more, like I've said before, and I'm going to continue to say, doesn't really matter. So I want to research new ways to pull money out safely. And here's what we have for today. And this won't be the only time. I'm fascinated by this ETF, and I'm going to be coming back to it to see if it fails or if it's something that could work over time, right? It is called EGGY, and it's from Nest Yield, and they're very conservative, pretty new, but this has been around over a year now, and I like to talk about things that have been around at least a year. I'm happy to discuss other things, but I want at least a year. More is better, of course, as always. But we're going to talk today about EGGY. Now, if you want to know what it is, it's trying to produce a lot of income by looking at things that are growth-oriented, things that might go up. Now, it would love to pay out a lot, but also get some growth, not necessarily in that order, but you can do the research on this particular ETF from Nest Yield. It's pretty fascinating. Again, it's been around since January 2025, but we don't care about that. How much can we pull out? And our goal is 5K. Well, where do I get that? Well, let's review the ground rules. Okay. First, we're going to start with a 25K account. Why 25K? It's a little bit over the pattern day trading amount, and it's something that might be accessible to everyone, right? So starting small at first, the goal is to pull out 500 each month. Again, it's not how much you make. Yay. It's how much you can pull out. We'll also put in $500 each month. We're basically living out of our brokerage account in this particular case study, in this particular example. So we're getting our paycheck. Hopefully we make more than 500, but let's just say we allotted this amount and we put 500 in every month. Could we put in more? Sure, but we're just going to do 500. Now, we're financially free, quote unquote, when our income exceeds our bills by a nice margin. Now, if we have income coming in and it's 501 and our bills are 500, we're probably not ready to stop. We'd like to have a buffer, right? We definitely want our investments or our portfolio to make more than our bills. We want a little leeway. However, once we get there, ideally, we're financially free. Again, this is all in a perfect world. Okay, 25K. If we started with EGGY, now this is January 2025, right? Because it hasn't been around longer than that. So if you took the price in January 2025, and these are just the numbers, if they're boring, we'll go through them fast, but it's 632 shares is what we'd have. EGGY paid out that very first month, its first distribution in January was 83 cents. You add those up, multiply those, and it's $525. It is over. We did it right out the gate, which is pretty cool, right? We needed 500 and we made 525. Well, that's intriguing. That's why we're doing the video. For this experiment, though, we're going to leave 25 in cash. We're not going to reinvest it. We could, and that would make us more income and possibly grow our portfolio, but we're not going to do it. We're just going to leave it. Anything we make extra just sits in our account as buffer, safety, emergency, whatever. Now, we're going to still add $500 each month, and we'll go from there, right? So now we're in February. We added 500. We bought shares. Now we have 646. And the February payout was nice, 95 cents. So what does that mean? Month 2 of our case study experiment, we got 614. That's more again. That seems pretty cool. We took out the 500 we needed for the bills that we needed and left the rest in cash. So you got it. That's how this does. And there's, of course, a spreadsheet. And if you're a dividend income program DIP member, then I break all these down from January on. You can see all the exact numbers from the real distributions that it's paid out and the real prices that Eggy was in the stock market. Okay. Now, we're fast forwarding. You saw the process. Let's go all the way to February 2026. Where are we at? Well, after a little over a year, we've kept adding, right? Now we have 809 shares. Now, just recently, Eggy paid out $1. That's easy math. So now we have $809 coming in hypothetically to our account at the end of February. Woo. That's $309 over our bill amount. We started above it, and we've stayed above it almost every month, and now we're at 809. We're $309 over. That goes into cash. So where are we at? We now have over $1,500 just sitting there. We could do high yield. We could buy some more stuff. That's a different discussion. But we have $1,530 just sitting there. That's fun. And our portfolio, because we've continually bought shares, is $27,600. So we started with 25. We've been adding every month since January 2025. And now our portfolio value, if you take the share price times the amount of shares, it's about $27,600. So this sounds great. Are there any problems? Well, yes, if you care about the share price. It has dropped a little bit. And we'll see the chart in a moment. Now, the chart had gone up previously. So this isn't a fall down to I'm scared it's going to zero type of thing that we've seen from YieldMax and all the others that scared people to death. It went up initially, as you'll see, but it's fallen as tech has fallen. Remember, the stock market, as I make this video, has done nothing since November 2025. Nothing. Just gone in a tight channel. So obviously, this particular ETF is not going to go up in an environment like that. So keep that in mind. But we have more money in our portfolio. Why? Because we've added $500 each month. Okay. So the question is that okay? And that's the big step you have to take if you wanted to do something like this. Now let's take a look at the chart. Here's Eggy. As you can see, it started here, went down, right? Early 2025. We had all sorts of problems through April, and it regained it. It regained its inception price. And as late as October, we were above. We were sitting here above. Now you can see the last 4 months have not been great, right? But it did go up initially. So this isn't an ETF that will tank. Or is it? I mean, again, we only have a little bit over a year. But to me, that's not the scariest thing in the world I've ever seen, right? But again, it has to be your judgment. Now, if the slight drop is fine, then as far as real world case study, this is doing what it should do. It's paying more than we need and keeps rising. And like I said, the payments have gone up, like it says on the screen. And our shares have obviously gone up. As mentioned, we could reinvest the extra cash and buy more shares. That would mean more income. Or maybe we could just do this, keep reinvesting until we get to, let's say, $1,000 a month. That's $500 over our bills. At that point, we wouldn't have to add any more, maybe. At that point, we could maybe say, we can probably make 500 for a long time. Considering we would have extra 500, we wouldn't have to put our own money in. We could take the extra money above and beyond what our bills need and just buy more shares or buy something else or buy SPY or buy anything and then add up or buttress our portfolio amount. So there are things you can do when your bills are paid. And that's what I think is very interesting about this particular ETF. Again, you could do SPY, savings, anything you want, or you could even go to growth, right? Buy QQQ or buy something more aggressive and see if you can get more growth to make up any possible shortfall that the ETF price would have on Eggy. Okay. So did Eggy make it? Well, we talk about making $5,000 per month. So did it make it? Yes, of course it did, right? All you have to do, obviously, is take the $25,000 sample account and multiply by 10. So if we started by $250,000, or if we started with $250,000, then it's paid out $5,000 a month, almost every month. I mean, month after month, and it would be $8,000 a month if we multiplied by 10 in the most current month, right? Now think about that. If you had just a growth-only portfolio and you were doing YouTube videos saying, hey, I have a 250K portfolio, that would be awesome. And you'd probably have a growing YouTube channel. But can you pull out 5K a month in a growth portfolio, right? It would be tough, right? Bottom line is growth portfolio would really struggle, and that's something to consider. The falling share price in EGGY, though, might give an investor pause. But again, EGGY was higher at one point several months after inception, so that might be a cause for optimism. But overall, though, we've passed the income test really since month one, which is pretty crazy, right? Yeah, or as he says, impressive. Get more portfolios like this. I do case studies like this all the time. I'm constantly updating. If you're interested in stuff like this, real world applications, then of course you can become a DIP member. You can click the link. I have so many things and adding more literally every week and every month because this is fun for me. Okay. And if any of this is useful, please like and subscribe. And I thank you dearly. All right. I'll be back next week with more. Bye for now.